What's good? It's Chigozy. Wednesday, March 24th, 2021. Good seeing you, Itachi. We got some more propaganda today by the numbers. More market rituals. They just had one here, and they had Tesla. They said, is Tesla's run over? Is it in the Tesla? I don't know why they're saying that, but we'll see. But today has, let's go to Raphael. Let's go to Shiva. Maritime Slaves. Hey, guys. We're gonna, so you see the title, Negro 32, Afro 68, Nigger 48, Slave 14, Murder 83. So they could easily kill a black person today. Obama equals 68, or excuse me, Barack Obama equals 68 and 32, and Obama 32. See, 68, 32, Barack Obama. So you can see that actor in the media today by the numbers. So let's go. LTNC skyrocketed. Nice. That's good. Is that I hope it's I can look it up in here. Oh, nice. From 2 to 3 cents. That's a really good move. Oh, wow. So right now this is a really big resistance. You know what I'm saying? Because it already went up to 4 cents, had this huge drop, and it's trying to A, B, C, D, and this is a false breakout over here. So it can still consolidate and try again, but this is definitely good. Like, I would definitely have taken profit here. I mean, you're over 50% up the previous move, and it, started the false breakout here. So yeah, I think now's the time to sell that stuff and wait for the next dip. That's just, of course, my opinion. Is it ever okay to jump the vaccine line? We asked an ethicist. No, it's not okay, because it's not okay to take the vaccine at all. I mean, again, they're already assuming that you think the vaccine's good and all that type of stuff. So that's why they always show you things like this. Again, they assume the sale. They assume that the vaccine is, like, obviously you need the vaccine, right? Obviously you should take it. Obviously it's good for you. If you question it, if you have any kind of stuff in here about being safe or effective, then people start questioning it, right? The news isn't designed to give you stuff like that. George Segal has died at 87. I feel like someone posted this in the comments yesterday. Yeah. This is yesterday's news. But again, they're telling us about it on the front page because Murder 83.
Good morning.
Wow, Dad, don't you look dapper? Big date tonight?
The Goldbergs, the you-know-whos. This guy looks like a you-know-who, too. George Segal. Siegel, I'm probably saying his name wrong. George Siegel. I'll just say that so I don't sound too weird. But he died March 23rd, 2021 at 87. His birthday is February 13th, 213, or death 213. Died 323. So he died 38 days from his birthday. Are you understanding what this channel is about now if you're new? Every day we look at the Jesuit rituals, the rituals from the Catholic Church using this gematria knowledge. So what does murder equal? 83, the reflection of 38. Today's the 83rd day of the year. That's why they have him on the front page again. And then he died yesterday, 38 days from his birthday. Murder 38, death 38, killing 38, RIP 38. Ridiculous. 1 month, 10 days, prophecy 110, but there's something there I'm not sure of. And if that's 39, I'm not surprised we got the 39. That was one of the numbers in my head, just thinking about it, because George equals 39. 24 telling us about it again on the 24th. Assume the sale. ABC always be closing. Exactly. Raphael understands. I mean, guys, if you're into sales, then that should be. Guess what? I mean, since this is so new to people, I'm not gonna assume that you guys know gematria, right? But again, I, I assume that you guys are gonna eventually invite you guys to meet anyone new watching this who doesn't understand this yet. I assume that you're gonna eventually understand this and see this is what's going on. That's why I keep doing this, because I know that with enough evidence, with enough patience, you understand that this is what the Jesuit order is doing by the numbers. I'm not gonna be all weak and be like, oh, I'm just gonna give up. You know what I mean? And because they don't care. Okay, yeah, the people who don't care, I'm not gonna waste time on them, right? I'm not gonna waste time on the completely closed-minded people. But I just keep doing this because it's the numbers game. People will come.
As a Bitcoin.
They will see this. Someone will share this with someone. Zach will send someone over, and then they'll see more of what's by the numbers. 816. Bitcoin equal? I know Bitcoin's 45 like 36, but 117.72. Tesla. So this is updated 816. 1 plus 6 is 7. But then Tesla's 70 the reflection. So I don't even think that's what they're going with. It's more like because I keep thinking of Tesla 87, but that was because on August 7th, a couple years ago, when he said he was going to take the company private and the price skyrocketed. And then another thing by number 78, on the 78-year anniversary of the death of Nikola Tesla, their stock also gaps up. I mean, over the rituals they do. I'm like literally drawing a blank on the rest of that right now, but it's just ridiculous how these rituals happen and people still ask, is the stock market by the numbers? I mean, please just like break that down and think about it. If you know that Elon Musk does things by the numbers, and you know that Tesla stock does things when Elon Musk does them by the number, then that automatically means yes. That question should technically never be asked, because if you understand how this is by the numbers with Elon Musk, all the rituals he does, Bitcoin, how now Tesla, the S&P 500 pretty much follows Bitcoin now because Tesla's part of the S&P 500. I mean, once you see all that, there's no point asking the question. I'm just trying to save you time and effort. The price of a single Bitcoin climbed nearly 3% to hit 56,242 shortly after Musk's tweet. More than enough to buy an entry-level Tesla Model 3, which cost just under 40 grand. Tesla's most expensive vehicle, the Model X Plaid, starts at around 120,000, slightly more than 2 Bitcoin. It's all by the numbers. Everything you need to know about Bitcoin. I mean, you see how they even... Yeah, everything you need to know in the agenda. Exactly. I'm trying to phrase this so you understand. This is everything that the Jesuits, this gang, the Scottish Freemasons, this is everything they want you to know. This is everything they need you to know about Bitcoin. Nothing else. That's what this means. Everything implies everything here, nothing else. But they're clearly not going to tell you anything. And now it's gaining mainstream credibility. And guys, this is just making people more into the digital currencies, makes it more normalized. So when the government, they can do that, then they'll start tracking your currency. They tell you that Bitcoin's not tracked, guys. First off, they'll find a way to keep tracking it if they don't already. And because you can say the nature of the blockchain technology makes that impossible and shit like that. So you can't even argue against that. Okay, but they'll find some way to do something and or, again, switch to another digital currency. They'll just tank Bitcoin when they want to, switch to another digital currency, and then that's one they track. And they'll use maybe Bitcoin as a reason why they have to start doing that. This is all part of their surveillance program. See, you plan to start accepting Bitcoin. So if you've been ignoring Bitcoin thinking it might just be a financial fad, now's the time to start paying attention. Here's what you need to know. Guys, we've been saying this well before the media. Years ago, I've been saying, Bitcoin's just going to keep going higher, even if after there's big dips. The chart shows you that. I'm not saying the chart's always right, but at the end of the day, it is always right because it's what the price has done. And I remember when Bitcoin dipped, it said, "Oh, it might still hold here," and then 2 days later, Elon Musk comes up with more rituals. Says he's gonna buy Bitcoin. Where can I buy Bitcoin? See, they run. I'm sure the gang runs Coinbase. They probably run all these exchanges. And then the whole see, guys, the whole wallet part. This is what turns me off of it. Again, it's not that it's hard to use. I just don't like. I don't know. To me, it's just like so. Again, I like simple things. It's like, why not just trade stocks where you could just trade, be in and out the same day, and then 3 days later you can take your money out once it settles, and that's literally all you have to do. And of course, you have to, if you want, pay taxes on it. Draw them to fucking fuck with you, but if you did an IRA, you wouldn't have to pay any taxes on it. Is Bitcoin safe? Look at this 42, Jesuit 42 and 30. In January, Bitcoin's value rose to 42,000, fell to 30,000, then rose again to 40,000, all in the course of 1 week. So yeah, it's volatile. Very risky, but also, very profitable. Like, guys, I know people here making money. I'm not making money on Bitcoin, and I don't care. I say all the time. I'm not chasing Bitcoin. To put in perspective, guys, Bitcoin is right now over 100% past its highs. Remember that all-time high of that 20,000? Okay, now it's what, 56,000? So it's 100%. It's over 100% move, which is good. But to me, 100% move with the amount of money I used to make one trade is not, I mean, I can get that anywhere. Hey, what's good, Alex? Only way to profit from Bitcoin now is to crypto trade until you climb up your value. Yeah, because that's really important you mention that. That's what CNN's not even telling you. Notice how they're telling you only about Bitcoin. Guys, there's other cryptos that are running along with Bitcoin now. Like as long as crypto's active, there's gonna be sympathy momentum and like everywhere else. So crypto's just active. So you can trade other cryptos. You can trade stocks that move with. I think right now the stocks are going off all the NFT. Like a lot of companies are saying, "Oh, we're going to do NFT stuff," and then the price goes up. That's like the hot thing now. But I mean, that's well with stock trading. It just you find the latest trend, and then you just trade those stocks that people are pumping. So I mean, it's just Bitcoin's not the end all be all. Like, don't feel like you're missing the big boat if you don't, get into Bitcoin. I think this is a terrible way to think. It's like there's so many opportunities in this world. You gotta have like an abundance mindset. Guys, I look at the financial world with a complete abundance mindset because you have to. It's true. I mean, there's just so much money out there in these markets, more than just Bitcoin. Covington protects big pharma and government. Congressman, Democratic DNC. They do. You work at a law firm called Covington and Burling LLP. Yeah, that's messed up, man. I mean, I'm sure you don't have too much of a choice right now. I mean, I know you always have a choice, but I don't know your situation, but I'm glad you're aware of that. BSV is the real Bitcoin. Craig Wright is suing for copyright. It is the most shorted coin out there. They're hiding it on its part off the. They're hiding it. They're hiding it on its part of the plan. Bitcoin SV 113. Interesting. And you saying it's the most shorted coin, that immediately makes me think of it might be the next big short squeeze. It could be the GameStop of the Bitcoin realm, just because there'll be some big short squeeze and it'll just rip. I've never even heard of BSV. Never heard of it. Bitch slap the Vatican. That's what it should be. Yeah, I would definitely pay to bitch slap the Vatican. I would definitely have stock in a company that would do that. BSV USD. Here we go. Oh, by how you explained it, I thought this thing was like super cheap or something. The price isn't too bad, and the chart looks really sideways though. But you see, look, it's had some. Oh, this is wow. This is a good chart though, guys. It's gonna want to retest these highs. Again, nothing's ever a guarantee, but again, do you see the steady the uptrend? I always just look at the swing lows. The swing lows are going higher. That's all I care about, because that means that when you approach this area, the setting support, most likely the dips will get bought up, and you have a higher chance of going higher and then blowing off the shorts. So, and this is really the most shorted. Yeah, I would love to be in as we fucking reaches this level, 250, because I always forget how to do this. Okay, yeah. Oh, so I didn't see. Yeah, it's all this. It's just such a sideways chart though in the grand scheme of things. Like it has room to go though. It's not looking as good as Bitcoin. But that's the whole point. They're probably hiding this or something. There's probably something behind this. Again, guys, the cabal is making money off this. They're the ones pumping and dumping this thing too. So there's something behind it. Look into it. Sure, man. I mean, that's definitely. I mean, man. Again, I tell anyone here, the most of my research here, I might research the company, what they're kind of about. If I was trying to hold for a very long term, or if I really wanted to trade this, I would be looking at, honestly, like it's even this build up here is not looking too bad. Like it looks like it's forming. See this ascending triangle, a flat top here at 216, ascending support here. So this looks like it's posing for a breakout to break out to 240, 250, maybe even 230 to be conservative, or it could even fail and then go back down. But that's how I would say for long term. I would love to break. Like I would like to buy this thing at 300, and someone's looking at this like, why would you buy at the highs? But that's exactly like how I see things. Let's buy high, sell higher. Like this thing needs to prove itself. It needs to prove that it can actually have the strength to break all of its previous highs, right? Oh, this is probably. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is the all-time. This is the long guys. This chart is beautiful. Yeah, this is all I need to see. I mean, look at this. Like, what? This is a nice uptrend. Again, I'm not trying to sell you this. I'm not saying, oh, buy this now, and I'm not giving you a recommendation. I just giving my opinion on the chart. Ascending support, higher highs, and sure, it had here, but again, you gotta give it time. Sometimes it'll make this higher high, then make a lower high. But if it's making these higher lows still, it can still work itself out. It might take because this was a pretty big drop from 450 down, down to 81, and then it bounced back up. I mean, that's crazy. And guys, this thing can easily just give up here and then to start going back down. I mean, that could always happen. So it's not none of this is a guarantee, but it's all about like you're at a casino, right? And you're the casino. That's how casinos make money. They have the odds in their favor. If you're trading with the trend, the odds are automatically on your favor. So that's why, like, if we're above, this 300 area, you can see how we're then holding above all this previous resistance. You see this, like the 270s, where these kind of tapped out here. Where if we start consolidating here, the 280s, 290s, around 300, yeah, it's like why is that a good buy? And then that's how it will then set itself up to then rip up to 500. Can I imagine if the government didn't lie? Oh, I wouldn't be sitting here talking about any of this. Hey Connor G, thank you later for sure, man. They delisted it off the exchanges, and it works to send micro transactions a fraction of a cent. Try to do it with BTC. Uh yeah, they're definitely doing something with it then. Well, yeah, it's definitely a coin I'm in favor of. I like this. You can see what BTC is doing right now, real quick. Because someone's probably wondering. Look at this. Oh, this is a monthly chart. I was like, what? I thought I was looking at the daily chart for a second. But yeah, by the way, those each candle was a month. Even in the last chart, this is over the month. But it just shows you the ultimate trend developing. I don't really trade off the monthly chart like that, but it's good to give you a fair reference. If you're investing, especially, the monthly chart will definitely be your friend. Like it's super important. You guys are the really big players, the big money. They trade off these charts, like those time frames. But you see how Bitcoin, see it's holding support here in this kind of area here. It topped out, it sold off. It's been trending up. Guys, I've been saying the same thing about Bitcoin since back here. I said, look, it's, see, you guys been watching my stream, but I'm saying, look, it's making higher lows, higher highs. The trend's going up. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. And sure, we're doing this type of thingamajig, and this is where they chop you around, but you look at the bigger picture. This swing low right here was never broke. They never broke this swing low. You see what I'm saying? So you don't need CNN to tell you shit about Bitcoin. It's like, why not just look at the trend and look how we're at the low of this ascending? Like, this is a good buy zone. Because even if it fails, it could fail here, right? You still have this to help you. but you can still take a starter size, get out and get back in if you want to be safe, right? Your stop is not so wide right here, so you can even have a decent size. And what if it holds the support, which is logical, trying to hold this, and maybe go a little higher to 6,000. And you have things like big Tesla, all these people supposedly in it, helping pump it up. Remember Square bought this dip around here by the numbers. It's not exact, it's not perfect, you know what I mean? You sold at 60,000, exactly. That's a good idea. And then guess what? You can always get back in. Bitcoin will 100% make 72,000. Yep, it could. Yeah, Judge would order 72. That I could see that. It'll happen by the numbers. So you see, you can get back in at once it breaks the highs. You can literally get back in once it breaks 6,000 with like a tighter stop and just stop in the middle of this range. And you also take smaller size. You don't have to take everything you earned and throw it all back in. You can take smaller size, and then once it works, you keep adding as it's going higher, right? You add on its way up. It'll probably start trending up. It'll dip. It'll pull back maybe around to this area then, to 61, and then maybe you add there. You kind of hold and ride that momentum to 7,200 because that's your target, which is if you look at the measured move, it's not a bad target. Like from 45,000 to 61,000, that's kind of the measured move you're looking for. I mean, if you even look here, it's like they're around the similar size. Like there's rhyme and reason. That's why they make the similar size moves. They're measured moves, and it's a good way to gauge your target. And a lot of times it might even go past that, but it helps you from selling too soon. Bitcoin hitting 100,000 before 2022. You see that? I guess again, I can see Bitcoin going super high. I've been this way the whole time. I maybe I'll buy a little bit in the next dip, but again, I just don't feel like I can make that much money off it with the capital I have. I feel like I just make more money trading low float small caps. I mean, so to me, it just makes no sense to be distracted with Bitcoin. But again, that's just me. That's my strategy. That's not yours. Bitcoin is a 50-50. You think the big investors pulling out or just continuing to grow. The bigger it gets at this point, though, the fewer room for growth there is. Exactly. And especially at the rate it's growing. Like, I do like how it's having somewhat healthy pullbacks. Like, this is, I would call, I mean, it's kind of a shallow pullback because you kind of had that shallow pullback here and it kind of went lower. Like, guys, this can still, again, false breakout here, go a little lower, and they can find support. See, like, how this congestion area around 45, 50K, it can pull back to around here and still find support, right? And that's kind of even more of the broader trend. So this still might even be too early to get in. This is just if you're really, it depends how bullish you are, you know what I mean? And also some people have like moving averages on to give them more clarity on that. But I mean, I wouldn't mind taking a start and just cutting it and then getting back in once it actually does that. But that's how I trade. I don't care about small losses. I like tiny losses, paper cut losses. It's all about keeping your losses small and then letting your winners, like when it works, adding to that. And then when it pops like this, you're selling into all the strength. You're adding and selling into the strength. That's like the general idea. Well, let's look at TMZ. We'll probably come back to some Bitcoin. I probably have to like 2 today. Maybe a little longer, but we'll see. But I'm glad you guys are talking about this and can at least share. You know what I mean? Again, I hate having knowledge and not sharing it. If I can read a chart and give you my opinion, I would like to do that. Nice to have a break from Gematria, exactly. Like, I understand that. You see the same stuff all the time. I try to have a nice balance. 20% you're in the UK. How much capital gains did you pay when I sold my Bitcoin? I gotta look at that information. Cause so I don't do my own taxes. That's guys. I know it's embarrassing, but I don't know. I'm fortunate enough to not have to do them. So I get help. So I don't really know, you know. And plus, like I didn't make that much on Bitcoin, but actually, yeah, I swear I did give him my Coinbase statements. I'm sure I did. I remember doing that. But I don't remember how much. I'm guessing it's like 30% or something like that. I just assume that. I always just assume 30%. That's why, like, when I'm trading, like, if I try to have a profit target, I usually, like, if I make $200 a day, I'll try to have a $300 goal. I don't even believe in daily goals, by the way. I don't like that's a story for another day. But like a thing to aim for to not. I'll explain my strategy later with that. It's kind of intricate, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for the Bitcoin. I don't even know what to say about it. Genevieve Roth. I know what this is. Oh, more royal family. Harry and Meghan, all white people have internalized racism, says the new strategist. Okay, man. It's almost like I want to go back to fucking looking at Bitcoin. I mean, this is BS. Guys, this is exactly the shit I'm so fucking sick of seeing. Either it's, we have just had the Muslim guy killing all the people just, supposedly in Colorado, all that type of shaming. Chinese shaming, if you're looking remotely Chinese, you're just some Chinese bat soup eating, virus bringer. And if you're white, you're automatically racist. You're born racist. You're internalized racism. All white. This is the exact shit I'm trying to speak out against. And to slap us in the face more, they updated this at 9:09. I mean, this is the exact BS I'm so fucking sick of. Racism equals 99, right? That's why my title is black people race. Again, I always put the shit in the title. You click on the thumbnail, you have Obama in the title, you see it, you click the video, you know exactly what you're gonna see. Black people race. See? First thing on TMZ. Racism 99, 9:09 a.m. That's so specific. That proves again that they use this gematria knowledge. See what I'm saying? Internalized racism. Guys, this is not true at all. God damn, man. And it's coming from the royal family, so you're gonna fucking believe it. Look, internalized racism, 200. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Divisive propaganda. This is all divisive. I'm sick of this blame whitey shit. Guys, that shit's always made me so mad because, man, it makes you such a fucking victim. Why are you sitting there blaming white people instead of just making your situation better? White people, they're not even the ones to blame, first off. And even if they were, which they're not, that doesn't solve anything. And that's why, again, they want a nation of people who just complain and do nothing about it, who just want to blame other people and not want to take responsibility or action. Killing 115, Black 29, The Reflection in 92, Obama and Michelle Obama, both born 92 numerology. But that's 200. That's exactly what they want. 200 division. They get a new strategist, and they're saying that all white people have internalized racism. And guys, I know someone watching this probably believes that too, because they've heard it. Because I've heard this, I've heard that before too. That's why I'm mad. I've heard this exact type of BS before from people. To me, it makes no fucking sense. One of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's new staffers has some interesting thoughts on racism, especially in light of the things they told Oprah. Genevieve Roth agency has begun working with Harry and Meghan's Archwell Foundation, and that connection has brought light to an essay Roth wrote in 2020 in which she says she's rife with internalized racism and unconscious bias. So are all non-black people. First of all, a lot of this is from the media. Again, it's like, why you blame? It's not a white people problem; it's the media problem. A lot of this is from the propaganda. Oh, this black man raped this person, all that type of stuff. So again, it's not white people's fault that you're thinking this way. It's the media's fault, and it's because they're programming you this way. And I can guarantee you that other black people feel the same way around certain other black people. Again, I'm not saying that racist people don't exist. I'm not saying that there's no bigoted white person out there. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that to say that all white people are like this, and then use this type of authority to tell you this. She's staying from a Glamour and Taylor. I mean, this is an actor. I mean, they literally get an actor for the federal government as their strategist. If Genevieve Roth has the racism numbers, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna probably not say anything. Yeah, speechless. Race 18, 61 to 18 prime. I mean, Genevieve Roth 74 like London. Freemasons 155. Genevieve 94 149. Skull and Bones activity there. Roth 61 as well. 47. Roth 29 with the H exception. Unbelievable. Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. Exactly. Daniel OJ, man, in America, man, it's even worse. I swear, man, they got so many people believing that shit here, and it's okay. And if you, it's okay to say that, and God forbid you're white and argue against it. You must be racist too. Yeah, blame everyone but the you know who's, exactly. Blame everyone but them, the Jesuits, the Scottish Rite Freemasons, the people in general for not waking up. Really, too. That's if you want to also point fingers, it should be to everyone. Plenty of black people still fucking asleep. White people, Mexicans, Asians, all races, religions, creeds, all fast asleep, not want to do anything. I mean, it's a human issue, and they use their race divisive programming to even make it worse. Man, like that might give me some attention, man. I need to put up a sign that says like white people are not racist, prove me wrong. And people come and see what they say. I'm sick of this shit. And again, it's sex. If a white person did that, they'll be saying, "Oh, you're right, you're far right, you must Trump," and all this BS from the media. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you're white and you're sitting around talking like I'm talking now, someone will immediately go to the propaganda. Oh, he must lean far right, he must be a white supremacist. All these things. You just see how the programming works. God, these people cannot think for themselves. Male shrinkage. I mean, look, penises. Just in the Jesuit order, the Society of Jesus 91 and 910. I mean, come on, man. Male shrinkage, penises shrinkage caused by pollution. So claims scientists. Pollution or the food, the programming, the soy and all that type of stuff. Yes, I'm sure the pollution has a part to do with it. But again, this is all that climate change, global warming programming. And again, let's look at today's date numerology. Because, I mean, come on. As you see the 27, 83, Society of Jesus 83. Again, whenever you see penises, you have to think of the Catholic Church. Which equals 33. I mean, 102, 39. These people are just insane. Pollution. Right on the front page of TMZ too. Pollution 44, 46. God, I mean, they're just mocking you so hard with this propaganda. And they even have like the stock market going down symbol right here. It looks like a really lightning bolt or something, but like are they foreshadowing something with the market too? I don't even know. They have kind of scale thing right there. This guy with his hands on his head. White guy too, just more white shaming right here too. See, just more BS. If you're a guy and didn't care about pollution before today, you might want to rethink that stance because your manhood and that of any future sons is being seriously truncated because of it. So says a scientist. And think about it. Maybe this is what the vaccines are doing, and they're just saying this. So when it happens, think about it. When the vaccines make you sterile, you'll just be like, oh, it's probably the pollution. Maybe I should just start doing what the government says about global warming. Do more government orders. Think about Agenda 21. And here's the thing, yeah, cleaning up the environment's good, but you're going to do it the way the Jesuits want you to do it, and it's not going to be good for anybody but them. Dr. Shanna Swan. Pollution. So Dr. Shanna Swan equals 46 like pollution, 71 like Catholic, 46 like Catholic. Shanna Swan, 33, 156. When we read out 156, see, penises 33. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Shanna Swan, penises. She probably has one too. Oh my goodness. I hope you see it. I'm trying to put it in the chart. I'll write it out again. Shanna 33 as well. A Swan then. Okay. Shanna Swan 33. Shanna 33. Penises 33. I mean, Shanna. It's not that the name sounds weird, but it's a name I don't see too often. Which means they could have made it up. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever met a Shanna. That doesn't mean anything. There's many names I've never met before. I'm not trying to use that to prove a point, but I'm just trying to help you think that yes, they have actor agents encoded in these riddles. How our modern world is threatening sperm counts, altering male and female reproductive development, and imperiling the future of the human race. Countdown. This if only this came out on 3, 2, 1. But do you understand what this is, guys? Their food, their toxic food, their programming, their vaccines. These things will contribute to this thing. They're contributing to this epidemic, and that's why they're putting out this propaganda. So they'll just blame pollution mainly, which might just be, again, I'm only saying it's part of the problem because this gang does pollute the Earth too with their shit, and I'm not gonna say that it's not gonna affect your body. I mean, it probably would. So, but I'm sure that's not the main culprit. It probably is all the soy they're feeding people, and I can't prove any of this. I'm not a scientist. I can't do these experiments right now. But you don't have to believe me, but neither you have to believe Shanna H. Swan, PhD, with Stacy Colino. Colon. Shanna Swan. Does she have a birthday? That'd be very helpful. Effeminacy. Guys, it's exactly, they're gonna say pollution's a reason for this. Guys, this is the United States of America. I know they're saying Brazilian, but guys, in America, guys, this is downtown Columbus, Ohio. You walk downtown, you see, and, I'm not complaining or ragging on them. I'm saying my observations. Hell, you don't have to be downtown. You can fucking be up north. You can be on the OSU's campus. So we're not gonna look at that. I mean, you guys get effeminacy, but she's writing about this. They're talking about today. There's no 53 today, is there? No. The gender 53. As in, gender equals 53. Transgender equals 53. Remember the channel, The Amazing Racist. Why do I feel like I remember this? It's simply one of those channels that was here to, like, that YouTube that you allowed around. Because I remember, because there's some other channels where these people come in, they're racist, but I just don't remember the name. But I feel like it just sounds so familiar. She or he, I mean, who knows? Good seeing your Franco, good seeing your Randy. League of Thieves, Unmasked Illuminati. Yeah, big slap in the face. I mean, it's just ridiculous how they mock us with these numbers, with these riddles, and they're so, every single day they're so easy. That's why I stream. I show you how you can just open up any of their platforms and see how easy the stuff is. I mean, escape. And again, think about it. This might be a transgendered actor, all part of the riddle. Just to make it all more fitting. Escapes Latocha US versus, oh, this is fake. So here's a code word. Here's another cheat code. Whenever you see VERZUZ, these versus battles, they're scripted theatrical events put on by the Society of Jesus, where again at 9:01 they're updating this at. What did I explain yesterday? You get a lot of Society of Jesus update times so much. The saturation is so high, 56 all the time. You'll get 804. Now that'll be a rare one because you can't get 84 minutes, right? But you can get 804, for example. But look, I mean, look, what are the odds? 901 here, and then 901 this one, 901, or excuse me, 910, 910. Even better. Even better. Why is that better? Because you can't then say, oh, they just published them at the same time. It was the algorithm or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could have made that kind of argument. No, 910, and then one's 901. They're clearly doing 91 both of these update times. Most of the update times on TMZ are brandings of who? The Society of Jesus. 91 is the 13th triangular number. Taylor equals 91. 13 is her lucky number. So the Society of Jesus 91, and they're always branding their propaganda, their rituals in the update times. Especially with, again, this. You have professional sports guys. I really feel like as well they love branding the music industry because they do it all by the numbers. These Jesus Christ rituals. But I still want to contend. Again, this is my observation, my opinion. But I really feel like the professional sports, they just like brand the most. I mean, it's just like extremely Jesuit how they love to put in the sports. And again, it might just be the same volume. It could be confirmation bias. It could be the same amount of Jesuit coding everywhere. But The professional sports, man, is just so much coding with the Jesuits. The 201 laps around the field. I mean, that's just one of the examples. Tom Brady finishing the season with 201 passing yards after the Super Bowl. The Jesuit order 201. But versus 111, 33. Is anyone here from New York? I hope not. New York 33, 39. Versus 111, which is 666 in English Sumerian. Oh, well, excuse me. Screw all that. Screw all that. That's all wrong. I didn't put the Z. See, sorry. Excuse me. So screw all that with New York and everything I said. I want to show you what they're really doing. So versus with the Z, 118, 44, 26, 37. Death 118, kill 44. And this isn't battle. Again, the Jesuits are a military organization. They have a superior general. They're a military order. Then the Knights Templar. So do you understand how we have Society of Jesus 91 or the Society of Jesus 91 versus, which is like a battle with these like death numbers in it, and there's a new versus matchup. See, this is New York though, so those numbers would have been fitting, but I mean, I'm not gonna. They have the Z. I'm not gonna, I'm not trying to make anything work. But we could do a little Tocha Scott. They may have New York numbers in her name. I know Scott. Well, wait, no, Scott's not 33. Scott's 58. Yeah, Scott's 58. Latocha Scott's 187. Like Society of Jesus, 137. Like Washington D.C. But I know she's from New York though. New York City, Escape. Tamika Tiny Harris. Look, Battle May 8th. See? Latocha Scott. Look at this. Look at this crap. Look how they organized this propaganda, this ritual, in the second paragraph here. It's amazing. See, Latocha Scott, Tamika Scott, the two Scotts highlighted, right? That's only two black bold names, Scott and Scott, heading into battle on May 8th, alongside Kanye Burris, Tamika Tiny Harris, and her sister Tamika Scott. May 8th, Scott 58, Freemasonry 58. What's battle equal? Battle 39, okay. Nigger 60, 102. That's why I have these black people doing these battles. New York 39 for the battle. New York City 60 as well, like battle. That's where the battle's in New York City. Tamika Scott 33 like New York. 42 like, the most hateful word for black people, as they always do. 132 Catholic Church versus Triller with the ill, with this this ill in the middle. How they got that ill 33? See that? That equals 33. They have highlighted here. The Isley Brothers, Earth, Wind, and Fire. They still perform. I was even like, are they still alive? But if they are, if they're actually performing, that's impressive. Good for them. I mean, they don't have a choice because they're working for the gang. But Triller 9440. Or I'm gonna go back to the chat. Candy 1331. Saturnian number. Yep, Jeezy versus Imposter Gucci. Yep, that was one of the biggest examples. That versus battle was completely fake. You are not NYC. Hey, good afternoon, Blue Eyes. Peace. Hey, anyone just joined? Good afternoon. Hey, Elizabeth. Thank you. I'm glad that you're seeing. Well, you're part of it. I mean, you're here. You're helping it grow. Everyone here, matters. Freemasons. I repeated after you. Freemasons. Yeah, that's what's doing this. Oh, League of Thieves is sharing a Discord. Woke money making community. Oh, I mean, I'll join. Oh, fuck yeah, K Rocket. I'm already. Wait. Oh, is this a new community? Because I'm already part of one of your communities. And thanks for sharing that information on the president. of goddamn, of Tanzania. Just make sure, just because it's a new group, I'm gonna join this one. But thank you. I'm all about being a money making community. Yeah, winning together. And guys, I hope like me talking about the market is like my contribution, because that's the best I can really do is teach you how to trade price action. I mean, because that's what I do. I mean, I'm on. Oh, you just changed the name. Okay, thanks, bro. Okay, that's why I didn't recognize the names. I was like, okay, good, that makes sense. Thanks. Oh, for sure. I really appreciate you, man. Nice. Kent Wood says any comedian that is towing the line for the COVID narrative can't make you laugh anymore. Used to be a huge comedy nerd, but COVID exposed which comedians were in it for money and which were funny. Exactly. That's really interesting you're saying that. 'Cause I'm even trying to think like, are they like just like making jokes about COVID in general instead of just speaking out against it? They're kind of just. I see what you're saying. I'm glad you feel that way. But yeah, I mean, a lot of them are definitely part of the gang in it for money. A government employer. A Mass Illuminati says a government employer where they are has the 201 in the address. All the local offices are Masonic puppets. Yep, and the higher ups too. Yep, exactly. All ritual all the time. Health leaders face a new challenge, influencers. So to me, this seems like Instagram, especially, is going to start cracking down on more censorship. That's all it is. It's censorship. If health leaders faced influencers, that means they're going to censor. Because where do you find influencers? Social media, YouTube, mainly Instagram. So it's just more censorship. And that's the thing is you can't be an influencer. But guys, that's what I'm saying. Guys, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like again, always have the side hustle rolling. Okay, I'm not trying to phrase this in the wrong way, but like, I think sharing Gamache is super important, right? But it's clear that it's like people don't care as much, right? Like that's why I keep saying like people. It's how people's minds work. If you're actually a something or someone or important or like you're doing something else that they care about, they respect you more. That's just how most people are. So, right? It's like if this is your thing, if you're like some attractive person, you love to be outgoing, be an influencer, that will help the cause so much because you'll be an influencer, you'll get hundreds of thousands of followers who literally listen to everything you say. They wait for all your updates. They care about what you're saying. Think about if all these influencers start sharing gematria. Because way more people will, way more people, and of course, even you'll always have people an influencer with 100,000 subs or followers, maybe even 5,000 of those will be the dumbasses who'll just leave and say, "Oh, I'm unsubscribing from this guy. It's conspiracy nonsense," right? Okay, but you have the rest of people who stay. You have people who don't care, but you have at least 10,000 of those people who are like, this is really interesting," because they're looking at it with an open mind. They're not coming in it with, "Oh, this random guy on YouTube." That's all. At the end of the day, that's all I am. These people, they're a random guy on YouTube talking about nothing, but that's not true. So that's why I'm saying like spread the knowledge, always take this seriously, but don't give up on like other avenues because I really feel like that's like what we need as well. And that influencer article just made me think of that. Like, I'm not an influencer, at least on the level of most of these, but if I was, I would be spreading this knowledge. I don't care if I lose my fucking sponsorships. That's the whole point. Like, I'm not a muddy slave. I'm going to spread this. This is more important than a stupid fucking sponsorship. If you remove my sponsorship, then I don't want to promote your fucking product anyway. I want nothing to do with your company. If I can't sit here and explain this and wake people up. Queen Elizabeth II's granddaughter gives birth. Zara Tyndall. Never heard of this person. I know you guys probably have. Zara Tyndall. What? God, man. It's just one new actor out after the next for me. How many people are in the fucking royal family? It's like they have so many fucking actors there now. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Her granddaughter? Then that means now she has a great granddaughter, and we're gonna be hearing from her crap by the numbers. Sunday evening, the good, the bad, and the rugby. This guy plays fake rugby. Guys, the English rugby team is scripted. Sure, I can't prove that 'cause I've ever decoded it, but that's my assumption, and I'm gonna stick with that. Yes, I think English rugby is fake, at least on a national level, on a professional level. Why wouldn't it be? I'm sure you can ask someone who's seen the rugby games actually, he'll be like, yeah, they're fake. I've seen so many of the matches, they're all BS. Mike Tyndall, 47. Look, Mike Tyndall, 187. Another Society of Jesus number. Gave birth on Sunday, which is what? I know I'm gonna mess this up. Yeah, I knew it was 321. Okay. Okay. Yep. Baby 24. I always look for the baby numbers whenever a baby is born because it's just the simplest pattern they do. Baby 24. Reversing and reducing. They with 24 numerology. They gave birth by the numbers. This is called fake news propaganda ritual from the Catholic Church. And now, did we lose it? Oh, that wasn't TMZ, that's why it was this. Again, guys, it's a blur. TMZ, CNN, to talk about the same shit at this point. Zara Tyndall, 11846. Look at Royal 71. I'm telling you, it's always the numbers of the royal family. Zara Tyndall, 71, like royal. This is an actor for the royal family. Yes. Again, the royal family is literally a theatrical performance troupe. It's a family of actors who, when the judge would say, hey, on this day, you will perform this exact stunt and say these exact words, or at least improvise it at the very least, a certain amount of days from your birthday, you are automatically an employee, an asset, an agent, an actor for the Society of Jesus. Zara Ann Elizabeth Tyndall, née Phillips. Like Prince Philip? I mean, it's all related. I'm guarantee you this is synced up with his ass. Born May 15th, 1981. She's 39 years old right now. Born in St. Mary's Hospital, London, England. An Exeter graduate. It's one of these, prestigious schools run by the gang. Grandma's Queen Elizabeth. Is she really her? Wait. Princess Royal, husband of Anne. Oh, this is Queen Elizabeth's daughter. See, I'm trying, guys. Again, I've always admitted I don't know shit about the royal family. I'm ignorant when it comes to them. Besides that, they're a gang of actors. That's all I know about. That's literally all I know about them. They're a gang of actors. I don't know about like who's who and whose mom is what, who's this daddy. That I don't know that stuff. So that's why I'm looking. Born on the day the Jesuits formed. Jesuits formed August 15th. That's her birthday. Clarence House, London. I like how they have like the places they're from. It's all important. It's all ritual. That's what they're telling you that. She's not just from London. She's from Clarence House. Prince Philip's her dad, right? And that's what I'm saying. So Prince Philip's her dad, and her daughter, née Phillips. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just ridiculous. Mark Phillips, Prince Philip. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's all ritual for probably King Philip or some shit like that. Some older one. But second child and only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II. And I know her son is the guy who's going to die soon, right? No. Excuse me. It's not Charles. See, guys, I'm just doing a little research. Now, guys, so Charles is the actor's son. Philip's the other one. Okay. I just want to see. Now we'll go back to Zara Tyndall. I hope you guys didn't mind that. Guys, I don't know shit about these people. I have to do a little research. May 15th. And guys, think about it. In school, we don't learn about this. They're busy telling us all this is BS, like Christopher Columbus discovered America and all this other garbage. How Abe Lincoln was so honest. That actor who might have not even existed. I mean, that's what they're teaching us here. BS. 313 days to 65th prime. 10 months, 9 days, 109 to 29 prime. Oh, this actually, I was wondering why this isn't so on point because that's when we're hearing about it today, which is Cool. But we gotta do it from when the baby was actually born. Prophecy 106. Yep. Oh, well, here we go. Royal 28. Royal 28. This is what? Royal 28, 107 to 28 prime. So this royal baby is being birthed 10 months, 7 days from her birthday. See that? Or 311 days to 64 prime. Royal 64, 28. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? This is exactly the shit I'm trying to show you right here. That's why people come here, so I'm trying to be better than people. No, what is all that stuff? I'm trying to hope you understand this clear pattern. Royal equals 64, reverse in alphabetical order, right? A is 26, Z is 1. You see that? So R is 9, O is 12. You add these up in Royal, 64. You see how O is 12? 1 plus 2 is 3. A is 26, because you're going A 26 to Z1. 2 plus 6 is 8, right? L is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So when you reduce each letter to a single digit, you get 28. So they're telling us this pattern right here, this reverse pattern with prime number relationships, right? 311 is the 64 prime number, right? And then what? 107 is the 28th prime number. See this? So 107, right? 311. And where do we see 107, 311? From Zara Tyndall's past birthday, she's 39, from her 39th birthday, May 15th, 2020, right? Till when the baby was born on Sunday. You understand that? And Sunday has that 21. Well, baby has 7812 reflection. See what I'm saying? So baby has a Sunday pattern, a Jesuit pattern. This is such a clear example. Such a clear example. And I love how it's a birth from a royal family. This will never go anywhere. You don't have to look up any kind of propaganda. You just know when. Guys, this will be cemented in history. That's why I love these examples. You can't scrub this shit. Oh, you can maybe change it. They change dates and shit all the time, but at least for the time being, you can't scrub this shit. The baby was born Sunday. They're not gonna, unless they say we made a mistake or something. You know what I'm saying? Or why would the royal family make a mistake like that? So this is a cemented example that's here to stay. They could teach people from her 39th birthday till the baby was born, 311 days, or 10 months, 7 days. That's the 64 prime, 107 to 28 prime, royal 64 and 28. And they even kept this reverse alphabetical order to do this. I mean, this is exactly why I'm clicking through saying Zara Tyndall's an actor, the Queen's an actor. These are all, I mean, come on, if you're birthing a baby by a specific amount of code on a specific day, it means you're acting for the gang. In Victorian times, you couldn't buy arsenic gas, a tonic. Queen Vic used it. Oh, excuse me. Let me read this again. In Victorian times, you could buy arsenic as a tonic. Queen Vic used it. If you get the dosage right, it makes you feel bang on. But it was outlawed as a poison because people were overdosing. Ah, interesting. Well, I'll never want to, personally, I would never want to fuck with that, or, stick to something else. But, I mean, it's interesting to know. $1,500 fine if you get caught outside after 9:30. Used to be 8 p.m. since January, but shit still sucks. What the fuck is this? Curfew bullshit? You swear you can't stand Stockholm syndromes or Stockholm Cindy's, which is all these idiots falling for this. I get it. You can't stand Stockholm Cindy's no more. They're making a joke out your province. We legit the only place in North America with a curfew except a few cities in the US like Miami or San Fran. Unbelievable. In your province, man. It's this Canadian BS. Man, dude, fuck Justin Trudeau. But again, it's not him. I'm not blaming him. He's just acting for the Jesuits. Primes and birthday strong link. I need to do some research on that. I haven't used this. Unless you mean prime numbers. I don't even into prime ciphers. But yeah, prime number relationships and the birthdays. Oh yeah. All the time, man. It's ridiculous. Quebec. That, you know what's making me think? Victor C does make me think. Think about it. Who are they punking a whole bunch with all the false flags with Francois Hollande? The French people. I feel like the French people are being absolutely. Think about the Jesuits formed in Paris, France. I feel like it's almost like they feel the French people can just be absolutely bullied with the tyranny. And guys, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna even draw a conclusion. I'm not gonna say that French people are weak or any of that shit. But think about what they tell you. The French always surrender, right? It's all this dumb programming. French people always surrender. They all this. I'm not gonna say all the other crap, but that's a big thing. So think about it. Always surrendering. Always, Charlie Hebdo and all this other, Nice, France, the truck attack. Quebec, which is very French, province, maybe even the most French province, now under this curfew. It's almost like anywhere French, unless it's in Africa, you don't want to be in. Quebec is a cult as fuck. Oh, I bet. Trudeau is a big time Jesuit puppet, just like his daddy, exactly. There was a shooting in a mosque there in 2017. If I can remember that. Yeah, Bronze, a Jesuit high school. I'm glad you cursed them out. Good seeing you, Bronze. Good seeing you, Freedom Seeds. There's a resistance here, but a lot of controlled opposition gurus too. That's the issue too. Man, but I'm sure there's some. I mean, Canada's a little tricky. I don't know who else in the community is from Canada, or at least in who's from. I meant to say from Quebec because I know there's Natalie, but she's what? She's not in Quebec. And Canada's, to make someone go all the way across. But man, I'm sure there's people around you. You know, you can fight back with. Alexandra Bissonnette Mosque. Enforced name after a French person. Jesuit order. Daft Punk, all this Paris, France. Mosque shooter, this guy. Come on, I already see the picture of this. Since at least 40 years. Allowed to ask for parole at the age of 67. Alexandra Bissonnette. I wonder what Bissonnette equals. Again, or means. So I forget to do this sometimes, but I do want to. Maybe this doesn't work, right? But what if like a bissonnette is something? Like it sounds like something like a fucking thing, like a bissonnette, like you use it to put the turkey, like a turkey baster. That's like what I think. I know it's not what it is, but this the word sounds like it's some shit like that. Some kind of kitchen tool or something. And it's bissonnet. You don't pronounce the net. It's bissonnet or whatever like that. But regardless, I'm wondering what if they're coding anything in his name. Maybe they are with a different spelling. I don't know. Judge calls Alexandra Bissonnette's attack an unspeakable tragedy that tore apart our social fabric. Perhaps some sacrifice numbers here. The homicide code 187 used in alphabetical order. Society of Jesus 187. Yep. The CBA.ca. So this is official propaganda straight out of Canada, ritual straight out of Canada, and notice how it looks exactly the same as everywhere else. Look, 113, 266, Jesus Hominum Salvator. Tore apart our social fabric with the 113, big number for mainstream dishonesty. 157. So I know Canada's 144, 24, 13, 39. It's the federal numbers. Federal 51, reflection of 15. Because Canada is a federal territory. It's run by the One World Order, Jesuit New World Order. I really think it's even part of the mockery that it's like somewhat similar to America in a lot of ways. At least parts of Canada, of course, not every part. He'll be in prison until he's 67. Quebec, 109. Quebec City, 47. 29. Automatic life sentence for shooting and killing the man at the Quebec Islam Cultural Center on January 29th, 2017. So are there shooting, numbers in this date numerology or something? Not shooting, but 29. The guy who did it is 29 years old. On the 29th, Heaven Day was 67 numerology, but sacrifice 67. It's either 40 life lesson number. This is how they do it. This is exactly how they do it, man. This shows you again how this is by the numbers. This is by the numbers from the Catholic Church who run the country of Canada. Because I've never been to Quebec City in my life. I've never been to Canada, but I'm showing you without a doubt that Canada is part of the show. Look at this pattern. Quebec City mosque shooter sentenced to at least 40 years. And he'll be allowed to ask for parole at the age of 67. You see that? At least 40 years, allowed for parole at the age of 67. And then the event happened with 40 life lesson number, 67 numerology. I mean, again, it's this exact ridiculous shit that they do every single time. Quebec City, 47. Day with 47 numerology. I don't know if you can do Quebec CA, Quebec Canada or something. Quebec City, Quebec Canada, 67. Quebec City, Canada, with this Sacrifice 62. And that's the most I'll do. I wouldn't even do CA. Again, I'm not trying to do so many different arrangements. There's like after 3 or 4, I just kind of stop. Because again, just to entertain those people who come here and say, well, now you're doing no, 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 no. God. Looking like a Middle Eastern snack in that thumbnail. Oh, yeah. Fucking Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. Someone of these soy boys need to hop on a bit of the semen retention. Yeah, I mean, whatever they can do to help them, man. Because the body works wonders, man. Dave Matachi. Yeah, man. I really wish you could stay, man. I mean, at least the good news is that the stream's kind of pretty much over, and I'm kind of just now talking. I might even go back talking about the market. I mean, Quebec City is putting out this ritual, committing 17 orphans to 40 years of suffering. 40 years, floored. Saeed El Amari was shot twice. Said he was gutted by the judge's decision to allow him to ask for parole after a 40-year period. So if gutted, I hope they just break the pattern with gutted, and then there's just nothing I can guess the code. No. Well, no, wait. Yeah, Quebec, Canada, 77. But there's even another one, but Quebec, Canada, 77. It's not as bad as it could be, though. I'll give them that. Let me close some of these tabs. I think we talked about Zara Tyndall. We see why she's giving this, birthing her baby on the day she did. Grizzly scene in Quebec City. Oh, see, he did it when he was 27, excuse me. But that's part of it. That's exactly what I'm saying. This makes even more sense to me. Well, it already made a lot of sense to me, but I didn't explain it, but I'll explain it again to recap. He did it when he was 27, right? So again, this is what I'm saying. You understand? They use the date numerology of the date that these events happen and use them to tell future stories. The event happened on the 29th. They with 40 life lesson number, 67 numerology. So 2 years later, after he turns 29 years old, he sends to 40 years and can't get parole till he's 67. I mean, you see what I'm saying? From Quebec City, 47, where it's happened. That's how easy this is. Someone could just say, "Oh, check this out from Canada." You check it out, and it's by the numbers. And they mentioned Christchurch mosque shootings, which are synced up. The suspect in the Christchurch mosque shootings covered the weapons used in the attacks with various white supremacist and anti-Muslim symbols and references. He also wrote the names of various people, including Alexandre Bissonnette. I'll just maybe say that, because I know some French people are like quite pronouncing it that way. Because I guess I'm American, unfortunately. It's how I'm programmed to read this Jesuit language. But I want to say the day this happened, like how many days this happened from January 29th, 2017. They're definitely linked up. This was the Ides of March 2019, the Christchurch in Jesuit Order 153. March 15th, 2019. And then Alexandre Bissonnette, his event, January 29th, 2017. 776 days. So it's not 777 days. 11 weeks. Look at this. Execution 116, 110 weeks and 6 days. And this is exactly what they're doing. Killing execution pattern. They're probably something that's with that 775, 776. But the 110 weeks and 5 days, a span of 110 weeks and 6 days. Killing 115, execution 116. And they put these numbers all the time. Killing. They were literally killing. Killing 115, execution 116. I don't know what mosque equals. That's what I was going to decode earlier. Oh, mosque has the Islam pattern. I can't forget that then. Islam 27. The guy did it when he was 27 years old at the mosque. Again, these are rituals put on by the government. That's what this gematria is proving to you. That's why, I mean, that's why I don't care about saying that. What else do you want me to say? That this is all coincidence? I'll be lying to you. If I'm lying to you here, then you should report me and I should get a strike for misinformation. I should, but I'm not lying to you. I'm showing you exactly what this gang is doing. Christchurch, he injured 40 people. Now this guy sentenced to 40 years. Brenton, Harrison, Tarrant. And there was something happened in Toronto, I think, that was like related to this too now. I remember. And this is the type of thing they always do. I think about Toronto. I know Toronto's not Quebec. They're like sort of close. What about Toronto? I hear Toronto, I just think of Drake, that actor from the Freemasons. Yeah, why am I even here trying to explain how Canada's run by the gang? Drake's from Canada. The guy's obviously a Freemason, doing things by numbers, always stunting hang signs. So just decoding Drake should let you know how Masonic Canada is. I'm sure you guys already understand, but anyone new here. Now I'm glad you have the video saved. Yeah, Toronto. I swear they did not really close, yeah. See, my idea of close is that because I know Toronto is kind of close to me, and then Quebec is more to the east, so it's just not the whole western part of Canada. But yeah, they're not that close. But I swear they had some kind of ritual with Toronto, and like they linked up with something that happened in Toronto. Yeah, we were just talking about you, Natalie, because we've been talking about Canada. Yep, run by Freemasons and Jesuits. Exactly. Because you hear it straight from the source. Natalie's in Canada. She's telling you there too. 6 to 7 hour drive from Quebec. That's not too bad. That's like me going to DC, and I consider that relatively close. Like, and, it's far. It's like that's not a drive you take every day. Yeah, reps to 6. Yep. 6 to 7 hour. It takes 6 hours to get there. 6 hours time. Saturn. OVO logos and OWL. Exactly. The Danforth shooting. What's that one? Is that another Canadian ritual? Today we look at. Oh my goodness, guys! This is synced up. Yeah, this is synced up too. This is synced up with Brendan Tarrant, I'm sure. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So yeah, Drake reps this type of stuff. Actor. Known locally as a Danforth shooting. I remember this. I remember all these are now coming back to mind. Look, another 40. It's like they're using these numbers. Yeah, 40 connects to death. I understand it too, but I see this so much now. 40 caliber handgun. 40 injured at Christchurch shooting, which is in New Zealand though. And then the 40 years. I mean, I just see 43 times so obviously now. It makes me think. And again, 40 is that death number because of 4, but it makes me think, is there something else we're doing? Danforth shooting. I think I'm gonna ask Canada, man. Wake these people up. Danforth 40. I mean, come on, look at this crap. Danforth equals 40. 40 caliber. These are all by the numbers rituals. 40 caliber handgun, Danforth. They carry on Danforth Avenue. July 22nd, another 227. Guys, again, 322. 227 is another one of those dates. Like every year, they like have some kind of false flag or something. July 22nd, 2018. There were 40 life lesson number. Guys, this is without a doubt. Guys, Canada is run by the Jesuits. They do things by these numbers. Canada is run by a gang of Kabbalists who use date numerology and gematria. And who does this? The Jesuit order. They worldwide. Guys, think about it. Again, why am I even going this in depth? They have the actor Queen Elizabeth on their fucking money. They represent the Queen. They still look. You click on Canada. You can't talk about Canada without talking about the Queen. They have their flag on here, and modern Freemasonry found in London, England, in 1717. See that? Canada by the numbers. Elizabeth, look, monarch Elizabeth too, and we saw how royal 6428, and her granddaughter was born 311 days from the mother's birthday, which is also 10 weeks 7 days. So do you see how knowing this knowledge, knowing the royal family just did this ritual with the baby? Just that alone, you should, with deductive reasoning, you should understand that it's a worldwide agenda. That Canada would also be doing this by numbers, and obviously they are. Danforth massacre, 40 life lesson number. Danforth 40 caliber gun. Blessed sacrifice 67. Killing 47. That's why I'm saying, man, this knowledge shows you the whole thing. That's why I'm so, guys. I always wanted this knowledge, guys. I've been truth seeking well before gematria. But again, I didn't have knowledge like this. This is exactly what I was looking for. That's why I'm so grateful. Zach for putting this out, and I know this knowledge now. of course, I can always learn more, right? But I know enough to wake people up, to see the agenda, to see, exactly what they're doing and how they do it. I'm an engineering, detail-oriented type of person, so I got to see like how they do it, and I like this. This is exactly it. There's nothing more concrete that you need, and it's not just free to learn, and you can make money off it too with the fake sports, especially. And people still want to, blow it off. It just blows my mind. Mass shooting, yeah, the mass shooting numbers. Gotta keep those in mind. 51, I like these 51 a lot for that. I noticed, especially, but these are all valid, of course. So July 22nd to the Christchurch. Well, we gotta do July 22nd from the mosque one first, right? So July 22nd, 2018, and then the mosque shooting in Quebec City happened January 29th, 2017. Perfect date numerology. So 77 weeks. Quebec, Canada, 77. And sure, there might be something more because I really think there's more than they're doing with that, but still 77 weeks. Number I like to use. I don't know about 539. That's a 9, 14, 17. Yeah, it could be. Might not be. I don't recognize it. Yeah, I don't recognize the prime, but 1723. So, but the fact it's exactly 77 weeks, or 77 weeks in one day, the reflection of 177, like Jesuit Order 177. Oh, look, 540 days. Jesuit Order 54. The Jesuit Order 177. And 54 is number for the sun. Islam's sun. They use those patterns a lot. And then I think 54 might have to, I haven't decoded much of the other shooting, the Danforth, too much in detail yet. But I want to see from the Danforth, the 7/22/2018 to the Christchurch, March 15th, 2019. 2 times 3 times 7 is 42. 7 months, 22 days. Just shy of 34 weeks, like murder, but. Hey, let's go to RT215. Van attack in Toronto was April 23rd, 2018. They had a van attack in Toronto. See, I feel like some of these I just didn't hear about. I feel like there's some of these things they haven't told us here, which is good. If I'm not gonna complain, guys. Again, I'm always saying, why are they telling everyone all this stuff? If they're not telling me about some false flag in Canada, that's actually kind of good because that means other people aren't seeing the rituals. I think they have enough information here for the people here. There's a ritual with the last time Canada had a curfew. It was under Trudeau's father. It happened January 8th this year in Quebec. We have a curfew. When was that, though? Was it Pierre Trudeau? Curfew? Can we even find some of that? $1984 curfew. Was it really 1984? I mean, is today gonna be a day where we've seen the most obvious BS from Canada? Because I think that's what it is. I don't want to miss anything. January 29th, 2016. 6 people are killed and 8 injured when a man goes on a shooting rampage at a Quebec City mosque. Yep. And that's where we're looking at the beginning with all these rituals. So 6 people killed, 8 injured, 68. Terror 68. December 29th, 2014. Worst mass shooting in Edmonton. Man killed 6 adults, 2 young children, and 2 homes. 622, reflection of 226. I'm gonna look some of these date numerologies, like December 29th, 2014. Whoops. '21 numerology, 41, terror 41, sacrifice 55. Some of this 29 they're using too. ACM 5891. Glad you're catching me live. Thanks for being a member of this channel. I'm glad you guys enjoy my work. I really do, because I just gotta share this. That's all I can say. I just want to share this. Like, why these riddles exist? People need to see them. Here's 113. Dozens ticket in Quebec's COVID curfew lockdown. 113. Coronavirus pandemic 113. Police departments across Quebec issued dozens of $1,550 fines. Coronavirus 155. I mean, do you see the mockery? Imagine getting mocked with a fine like this. Not only are they fining you, they're fining you a coronavirus fine, $155. Coronavirus equals 155. $1,550. It's just so sick. Interim curfew reports across Montreal. The SPVM issued 84 reports for non-compliance with the curfew. Of these, 17 were surrendered during a demonstration. So they probably had to prove themselves or something. Guys, I'm not trying to preach dishonesty. I never want to do that. But again, you have to understand the world we live in. You live in a world where if you're dishonest and you lie to the authority, you're not fucked by them. Again, who tells you the truth will set you free? Always be truthful. Who tells you that? Again, I'm not gonna say lie all the time, right? I'm not gonna promote lying and being deceitful, but you have to understand you live in an age where if you're truthful to the police, they're gonna fuck you. You could have lied and say, "Oh, I have this to go." Just start making things up, naming people in your buddy house. You have work to do there. You've already agreed to do the work. It's for work reasons. You think of the exemptions. You make up the story on the spot, and you actually can follow it through, and then you don't get fucked. Yes, in this world, if you're gonna lie, it has to be to this fucking gang. You're being tyrannized over. It's like lying to the guard to escape captivity. I mean, if you're in the prison cell and you have a chance to lie to the guard to let him let you out, why wouldn't you do it? You know what I'm saying? So like, no, I'm preaching realism here. Don't lie for your own personal gain and to cheat and fuck people over, but for this mockery. Let's think about it. If you ask them why is the fine $1,550, they're not going to tell you coronavirus equals 155. If you ask them, they'll lie to you and say, "Well, no, it's whatever." We thank the Montrealiers for their excellent collaboration. The Montreal Police Department stated on social media. BS. Collaboration. In Montreal, 17 people were ticketed for protesting Saturday near the Mont Royal metro station, said police spokesperson Caroline, some French name, Chevrefils. What if I had my fill this BS? I mean, it's just BS. But there's something about 1984, and that's why there are 84 people cited too. They're probably a reference to that. But I thought they're going to mention the Pierre Trudeau's incident. Oh, Trudeau resigned as Canada's prime minister, though, in 1984. By the numbers, of course. More than 15 years. Swimming and pool built. Very young and fit looking 64. February 29th, 1984. Another 29, because it's almost like they love the number 29. I mean, I've seen so much Canada 29 just already today. Oh, Zach's live? Oh, good. Perfect. That's a cute end of stream. I'll have to go check out his live. We're already over. Yeah. So I'll wrap this up. I know some people just joined it. So I'll see you guys in like 5 or so minutes. Is he pounding pavement? I wonder what he's doing. It might be too early to pound pavement in Yakima right now. Boulder shooting. Look at this. Yeah, guys, this is gonna be blocked and censored and taken down. So definitely watch it now and save it. And I'm gonna link it right now in the description. See you guys over there. I'm just gonna do like a final bit pieces. Guys, we've been going for almost an hour and a half, right? So I hope you're not disappointed. Like, I do want to check out Zach's stream and look what it's about. It's about shit they're gonna censor. Like, I can always stream later or something, maybe. But I might, hop on my bike and listen in or something. Game of COD. Yeah, I mean, but... Oh yeah, and the fucking you guys talking about the Christchurch thing? The protests here lead to nothing. It's not revolts. It's peaceful, but the cops harass and arrest people for triggering the population. Yeah, exactly. They do the same here. They trigger people here too. I mean, it's probably worse over there though, because here at least they have the whole George Floyd, BS to maybe make them not do something. I mean, and I'm not trying to say that was real. I'm trying to say it's like, for example, the cops were told to not do anything type of thing. Over there, it's like do whatever you can. Yeah, see y'all there. I'll see you guys over in Zach's stream. I'll watch on 2X and catch up. In October 1970, kidnappers murdered Pierre Laporte, and negotiations led to James Cross's release. Guys, that's 100 trillion % synced up with Pierre Trudeau. I can already tell you. Nice. And, Nick, and Natalie, we'll continue this definitely. I really appreciate you being here with all this Canadian information. Front de Liberation du Quebec kidnapped Deputy Prime Minister Pierre Laporte and British diplomat James Cross in Montreal. That was all synced. That was all by the numbers. SPVM is most corrupt police force. It's so vile. Oh god, I bet. The stupid police of Montreal. Fuck them. Y'all see y'all guys over there. Yeah, I'll see you guys over there. So I'm gonna take care. Close the stream. Oh, thanks a lot, Sosa. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the stream. Peace, guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace, MOR. Thanks for everything. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I'm with you too, Canadians. I'm here in Ohio. Guys, think about it. If it wasn't for the agenda the way it is, Ohio could have been part of Canada and Michigan. They could have shaped a little different. So we're that close. We're run by the same exact gang. Guys, to me, we're in the same fucking country, the same continent, right? Yeah, I'm with all Canadians. I'm definitely with you guys as well. Anyone but Drake. If you're a Drake fan too, I'm with you too. But I don't know why. I don't see what you see in his music unless he's rapping in 6/8 time or 3/4 time. Only time he does songs like that is when he's actually okay. He needs to get off